So with the pandemic, we had a massive shift in the work before an operation, a lot of which is now done virtually via the telephone and via the video. Um, so within the hospital, that's been a major change for us. But I'd really like to hear what size of change it's been for patients in the community. So starting with Neil, has the shift to a virtual clinic setting and virtual outpatients been a big shift for patients or a little shift?
I think it's quite a big shift in that it's new and it's something that wasn't previously done before. But on the other hand, it's actually a welcome shift. I think the opportunity to have that session online, I'd imagine, is probably more time efficient from an NHS viewpoint, and it certainly is very efficient from a patient viewpoint. And when I really look at it, I think I have enough trust in my clinicians for them to actually make the decision as to whether they would actually need to see me or not. So I, for one, think it's a winner, and I'll actually hope it continues once this crisis eventually abates a little.
Would you give anyone advice if they've never done a video call before, but they have to have a video call with a surgeon they've never met? Would you give them any advice in how they should be prepared for that?
Yeah, well, two things. One is to be prepared for the technology. So as long as you have the technology, have 1 or 2 dry runs beforehand. Normally we've got friends or family we could do that with. That'd be the first thing. The second thing would be to take the opportunity to prepare some questions that you'd actually like to ask, given the upcoming appointment. So those would be 2 things. Prepare the technology, and also make sure you're in a comfortable place for that as well. Somewhere that you're not going to be disturbed. Somewhere where there's not too much background noise. And but then actually have some questions. I think that's very, very important. You've got a great opportunity to ask those questions, and you've got them written down. You're probably more likely to have prepared them than perhaps if you go on a traditional appointment.